And I believe that we're live on the twitch.tv/theassumer. Oh look, he's saying the thing. He's doing the dot with the slash and the Yeah, we're live. We're live. The Cheesy, the Lucaro, Chiwi Pepper, Cybot, just some of the people throwing bananas in the chat, letting me know that we are indeed live. I mean, how else would I know unless there were bananas in my chat, right? Chapter Curry, thank you so much for 32 months. Pywilixity, thank you for using your Amazon Prime. I am absolutely sure I just butchered your name. It's part of the experience over here, is it not? We also had a new Patreon signing up. Katine Red Cat, if you happen to be listening live or on the second channel, thank you so much for becoming a Patreon. Hope you enjoy playing on the Let's Play Minecraft Together server. I am due to do a tour on there. So if any of my mods are listening, give me a nudge on Discord. Let's sort it out. Let's make it happen. I know it's overdue now. I need to get on there and do some touring. I need to grab some resources. All of this stuff right here. And chuck it into there. And all of that stuff right there. And chuck it into here. By the way, we're now on 1.19.4. You might notice, I don't know, some things that are slightly different here and there as a result of that. I should take some gold back with me. Not that I know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to take it with me anyway. Let's go ahead, that'll do. There you go, got some gold in there. Sweet! I had a plan for today's stream, and then that plan changed when I remembered what the thing that was nagging at me was. I had this feeling like, you're not remembering something here, young man. You and your brain, X, talking to yourself, telling yourself off for not remembering stuff. Yeah, no, there was something that I couldn't remember, and I remembered what it was just before I get started, so, yeah, we're gonna go do a thing that I'm totally not prepared to do. How exciting. Woo. Down we go. Bear818, thank you for 19 months. Musa Muir, thank you for 6. We got Rosen Godkos here with the Prime, and Colmick06 for 22 months. Thank you so much for your continued and your incredible support, and to all the peeps in chat saying that you came from the snapshot video. Thank you for coming by. Of course, hit the follow button over here if you you know, want to follow me on Twitch and get notified. Oh my god, are these regular streams where I fly into walls and almost die? Because that's what I do around here. Jay Long, welcome from the snapshot video. Yeah, so days to do live streams, right? Sometimes things get a little bit, oh, when am I going to do that? When am I going to do this? And I thought, if it's a small snapshot today, I might be able to get things done in time and have a nice, casual, relaxed live stream, which is what we're going to do today, because when you spend a lot of time at the computer, sometimes you're just like, oh man, I need a break, but I wouldn't have time. Let's get this done, you know. I want to stream on a regular basis. Today's going to be the day. And so, yeah, after a snapshot on a Wednesday, not a usual date for me to do some streaming. Let's put it like that. Some of this stuff, by the way, needs to be crafted into blocks and smelted, which we can take care of. We'll just do the... Dang it! Dang it, I've been cheesed! Well, good thing that this farm is easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? There you go. Immediately cheesed. I wonder if that quartz brick texture I could use. Because we need to use this other texture in a different build. Let's grab some stuff, like all of this. Yeah, just junk that I've been accumulating. Right, snow blocks, quartz, calcite, diorite, bone block, white wall. This is what we want. Some of you probably sussed out what we're going to do now. Have you thought about doing a snapshot stream? Yeah, I'd need something in the snapshot to do after. Like, maybe if we had like another Infinity snapshot, maybe I could stream that or some April Fool's stuff. It's usually, though, the videos are priority, and then normally exhausted after the video, so I haven't really thought about it. Talbar, thank you ever so much for 33 months. Halfway to 66 with an evil face. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Counting down the days, are we? By the way, I got hot decaf coffee here. In case you're interested, there was a poll. Where do you come from? 29%. Sorry, 69%. Twitch notifications, 19% the snapshot video, 10% other. What is other? What is other? Where have you come from? Twitter with 2%. Thank you for doing the poll, by the way, Lucro. That's cool. A popular opinion is that crafting quartz to observe much more profitable because you can get a lot of quartz from villages. Crafting quartz to observer is much more... Right, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. I mean, that's what's useful about it for me, right? That I can craft it into observers. I like doing redstone. Now I want a reason to make a contraption with tons and tons of observers. It's only natural, right? Look at that amazing contraption doing its thing. We're actually heading off down there. But I need to let this thing do its thing for just a second while we chat. Shadow Phoenix, thank you for your Amazon Prime subscription. Appreciate you using that on me. Let's read a bit more chat. Hey X, I was sent it from your latest video. Cheers. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for coming by. We're on Hermitcraft now. And 1.19.4. Minty Girl says, hello, the snapshot video was nice. Thank you. I'm guessing those of you that come over here and say you're from the snapshot video, you watched all the way to the end. You know, when I'm making it, I'm trying to make all the little parts of it interesting, but I suspect, you know, some people won't stick around to hear me talk about this thing or that thing. But good to know that some of y'all are watching to the end, getting all the info. I didn't expect to be doing a recap on April Fool's today. It's just going to hit me, like, when I saw that there was very little in the snapshot, I was like, oh, this is because of April Fool's. And then I started doing a bit of research and stuff. So, the project we're going to start today, and I might jump around a bit and do a few other things. Oh yeah, I got to move those underground at some point. We're going to start putting together the building that goes around the ice farm. I've also been thinking, I've had a couple of thoughts. Okay, Season 10 of Hermitcraft, I really think I've got to go... I've just got to go against all my own instincts and build organic, because once I got to the final stage of this, I was kind of like thinking, did I miss the point here? Like, I liked these shapes that I put together, and I liked the way it came together. Feels like I'm always, like, chasing the standards of other builders or something. This would have looked great, like, you know, 3 or 4 years ago, but it just doesn't quite have that B-dubs charm. I mean, with me and building, it's always like, if I have some source material, I can pick up on the things that are going on, but I can't do stuff from scratch, right? And I really want to get into building that's more sort of organically formed and less of that, like, you know, counting things out and things being symmetrical. Anyway, like, so after all this was put together, I kind of thought, oh yeah, I've got so stuck in with this. Like, have I forgotten some of these other ideas? You know, we'll get to that. We'll get to that at some point. We'll figure out a build where we do things organically. My other thought was, maybe this top bit here is unfinished. Like, maybe I want to actually add some more arches or something. It's like the one part of the build that looks a little odd. And I think I might come back and, you know, from this side, it's like, because we can't connect those two bits together, it just, I don't know, it looks odd. On this side, not so much. But yeah, just... I've just been thinking maybe this is actually unfinished and we could put even more stuff on here, but what do y'all think of it? I want to... It looks like the bridge is wearing headphones. Yes, Bear. It looks too clean, says ye old envelope. Dang, it is on the clean side. I kind of like that, though. I kind of like the clean near the top. You can't satisfy yourself by comparing to B-dubs. He's on another level, says Tilly Hun. Yeah, that's true. Comparison is the thief of joy, right? I guess I don't want to... I think the reason I do it is because I don't have much of a mind's eye for building. So if I think of like, oh, what's in my head? I can't like conjure stuff that translates to Minecraft. I can come up with all kinds of fantastical ideas in my head, but it doesn't translate to Minecraft. And yet you see someone like B-dubs sort of reaching into those fantastical places you can find in your mind and then making it work in Minecraft. So that's where like the comparison I think comes from. But I do very much want to build more with like organics and less of just the traditional way of doing stuff, I guess. Right, let's set a new one called Ice Farm Aesthetic. That's what we'll call it. Get rid of that. Nice farm aesthetic. Oh yeah. Maybe considering looking for inspiration with projects like Roman Aqueducts or the Arches of the Marvel Civic Centre by Frank Lloyd Wright, says Very Real Andrew. I've spent a considerable amount of time trying to, like, looking at source material for, like, an inspiration point for building. In the past, I've spent a lot of time doing that. It doesn't help. I'm really not a great, like, what I can do is remix when it's building. Like, if you put this build, like, it's like a Queetown. If you said, hey X, extend what I've done over here, over there, I'll figure out a way to take some of the elements you got, change them up a bit, throw in some new materials, try some new shapes. I can do that. I just can't do something original. I'm a remixer when it comes to building. Right, that's why what we did in Season 7 at Queetown was so cool, because I had, like, a big prompt to go off of, right? There were these other fantastically talented builders laying down the blueprint. I didn't even need to think about what I was doing. Well, I did, but you know, you get what I'm saying. Like, the fundamentals were there, and I just sort of had to follow the idea. Anyway, so we're looking at, like, 117. 117, not 177, that's confusing. Yeah, that seems to come right down to there. Brilliant. That's what we need to turn into a schematic. And then we'll hop back into the other world. The triangles on the back look a little off, says Egglets. I actually like those little triangle shapes. They're one of my favourite bits. Do the arches stop the ice from forming? I think you're right. I think you're right. Therefore, we'll keep it small as is. Haggy on Twitch, by the way, thank you for resubscribing for 16 months. Greatly appreciate your support. Thank you for supporting my channel. X, you're a fantastically talented builder. I love everyone's style on HC. It's the best to see different styles coming together. You're too kind. I will never consider myself much of a builder, I guess. You know what I would consider myself? I'd consider myself to be someone who can, air quotes, apply themselves. Now, that's not to say that the result is going to be guaranteed to be good or something, but it's like, if you say X, I need you to build something. You know, I'm not going to start by telling myself I can't do it, or it's not possible. I know that I have to start somewhere and have to put in time, and that I just have to get the wheels going. The thing that I probably do know is I'm not going to end up at, you know, some amazing, unbelievable build at the end, but it's really about applying yourself. You just got to, like, get in there and do. And then you'll come up with something, right? Where is it? Ah, well, that'll be why. Okay. Next thing. Starting to get somewhere now, aren't we? That is a big old schematic. Right, the other thing that we need... It went as high as 177, right? So that'll definitely cover it. Oh! Oh, I see, I see. Maybe if we use this bit here, it might be a bit easier then. Right, I see what's going on. So it's about 117, is what I remember. And now it clearly looks like it needs to shuffle that way a few blocks. Okay, is that aligned properly? Now it is. Right, and from that view, it's kind of hard to tell where it's lining up. We can use... Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Now we got it. Which one was I clicking on? That's it. Now it's all in the correct spot. Nice. So I got to come in here and now start building it. Oh my goodness me. How's that going to work out? I will just start with the bases up to that height there. I think for now. Pretty cool. Zemroku says, I come from your new snapshot video. Thank you for coming by. Also, Launcherack as well. Peeps, if you're coming over from the snapshot video, be sure to hit the follow button over here on Twitch. I do regular streaming. You could ask D-Dubs for a colour palette for a white build, and he'll also give you some really good suggestions. Yeah, I think getting a colour palette is not a problem for me, because I've tried building from a colour palette before. It doesn't feel like a good starting place for me. Try taking a screenshot and then drawing over it in MS Paint or something, then you can use that as a reference. It always helps me. That actually sounds like a really interesting technique. I have been summoned here today by your snapshot video. Summoned! Wow. Oh man, there's some good coffee. Maybe put something at the end of the bridge, now that it's just a bridge without a story. A story might spark an inspiration for a build. There's still, like, this is the base of what I want to build. There's still some bits of it I'm unhappy with, which I'll probably come back and change, tweak, modify, all that kind of stuff later on. I'm also just remembering that I started to put, like, a lot more different, yeah. I started putting in gravel and diorite down the bottom, so I got diorite, but I didn't pick up any gravel, did I? I have not I have not mined my copper in a while. I've been so spoiled, and I've given away a whole box. I might be setting up a shop for that stuff soon, actually. There's a project I'm looking forward to. I'm much better with interiors than exteriors, and you know, some of you were telling me that Impulse will lend out space at iBuy, so I'm gonna be taking him up on that, and I'm gonna be buying a floor or something on iBuy. Does that sound cool? Sounds cool to me. I'm just gonna chuck in, like, pretty much everything that I'm farming in there for the sake of the other hermits. I'll charge a few diamonds so I can go around and buy stuff too. But, you know, if someone needs something, let's just get it to them. I've got so many farms now. Tunker out, thank you so much for your 11 months, my dude. Hey X, don't know if you saw it, but I recommend you 2 cooking channels on Twitter. I didn't. I saw your tweet, but there were no channels. Like, it was just, hey, I recommend 2 channels, and I didn't see anything else. So, you know, I appreciate the gesture. Just tweet the channels at me. Let's have a look. What are we doing? This one, then there, and then material list, which is tricky because half of it's, yeah, it's not even loaded yet. Right. Can I go in that direction and load these chunks? Probably not. Oh, also having that stuck on the screen, kind of annoying. Load those chunks! Load them now! Thank you. Keep loading. And then we'll find out that I need to go back to get other blocks, because that's how it works. Light grey concrete powder. That was down there. Actually, you know what I should have done? I should have just gone back to the single player world. Because the schematic's awkward to look at. And the lists aren't so great. If I go over here. So we've got that light grey concrete powder, birch, calcite. Oh yeah, I'm going to need a list here, right? Help me remember. Cobblestone. I need to pick up cobblestone, which I actually have. And I have sand in the ender chest. Okay, so maybe I don't need to pick those up. It's just the light grey concrete powder and the birch wood, which I'll have some in my ender chest as well. See, the ender chests are good for something, right? I'm not sure that I've got some of that smooth. No, it's just regular sand. I think we've got all we need. Mushroom blocks, maybe not. Clay. Okay, clay and light. Oh, hello. Hi. Sorry. Clay and light grey concrete powder. Asuki15 is here for 14 months. One away from the magic number. Let's take all the different ways back to my main area that we can. We went through the copper aging facility. We've flown past the furnace array. Now we'll just take this old nether portal to get there, right? Hey X, I remember you used to play more random games on Saturday streams. Do you have any plans to stream games like that again? City Skylines, Minecraft Legends, good contenders for me streaming, but I just kind of got a bit burned on doing that. I think my issue is that I try to turn things into a bit of a schedule, a bit of a routine. And so when I have like a bit of fun playing some different games, then in my head I'm like, this is what I do now. I play different games on a Saturday. And then it sort of becomes like, oh, I've got this list of games and oh, I don't really feel like that one or this one. And, you know, oh, look, I've turned it into like a routine thing and it's just like a little less enjoyable by doing that. So now, what I'm trying to do more, just in my day-to-day, is try and be a bit more like, what am I feeling like today? And go with that. A lot of the time, I just feel like playing Minecraft. But, you know, if I really fancy streaming a game, that's the time to stream it. And you know what? I just haven't seen much. I don't really feel like streaming something different. And that's okay. Do you keep the server open when you finish the season, like the Hermitcraft season, says Dr. Mind? Well, after the season is concluded, you know, we will start on a new world on the same server. So the old world, you know, is taken down. Chris Tofi says, I came from the snapshot. Thank you for coming by. Be sure to hit the follow button if you're enjoying the stream. I am probably going to need more blocks and stuff down here, aren't I? But we'll start all the way over here. Let's tone this thing down. And, yeah, get to work on it. Been looking forward to doing this. I figured it would just be a nice time to chat and grind. So if y'all got any topics you want to talk about today, we can have a little chat. I do that. Sucks the fun out of activities sometimes, says Lightly Lucid. Yeah, it does. It can do that, can't it? Why does that look odd to me? Like, hang on, is something wrong with this part of the schematic, or am I just misremembering how it's built? I think I'm just misremembering how it's built. What are we looking at? Some andesite, some gravel. I feel like the rendering might have changed a little bit with 1.19.4, which we just updated to. That's where your light grey concrete powder. Dang it, I made the wrong type of concrete. We're going back again. I can't believe it. Ah. Oh. Dang it, they're going to call it a derp. I've got to admit, it's definitely a derp. It's definitely a derp. There's a Mumbo face on my chest armor, apparently. Well, I'm not wearing chest armor, so no Mumbo face there. Look at those derp fiends in chat. Oh, they got what they wanted. They got a little bit of that dopamine rush. Cactu PNG, thank you ever so much for 7 months of support, my dude. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for, yeah, helping me do what I do. Dang it, I just grabbed the die and made all the assumptions about what type it was, right? Luckily for me, sand and gravel ain't nothing but a thing, right? That's how that song goes. Sand and sand. There we go. Are you planning on playing Decked Out 2 with the same intensity as TCG? Absolutely, if not more intensity. All the intensity. I'll be playing with so much intensity? God, brain. Intensity. No, your green armor X, not the netherite. I can kind of see it now that you say it. I wouldn't say it's a Mumbo face. It's not really a Mumbo face, it just looks a bit like a face. X so intense. You mean intense. I tend to play Fortnite, Horizon, Zero Dawn and Forbidden West and Minecraft, says Zemroku. Krakul, I wouldn't mind doing that sort of work, recording an audiobook or something. As for the podcast, that's what these live streams are. They're my podcasts. Curls of Doom, thank you for gifting a sub. to Zeal Twig. Appreciate you doing that. 11 months of support. Zeal Twig, be sure to say thanks in the chat. Let's get some questions. Let's get some talky topics. Let's get this going. Right, and I'll be placing the blocks. A new boss question mark says Eatlas. I don't know what way I go on that one. I think it's probably going to be actually like the April Fools is going to be like a joke boss mob. That I think would actually be like the safest bet, because I don't think they're actually going to add a new boss mob, right? And if they did, sorry, if it was a troll, if it was a, you know, just a jokey little video, I think it'll be taken pretty sorely given... See, I'm trying not to like mess with any of the terrain here because I like all the snow. I think it'd be taken pretty sorely given recent history of them like not really delivering on some promises to then kind of switch to trolly Minecraft with oh, we're gonna give you a boss mob. Where did I leave my wow, this has been a stream of back and forth like no one's business. I've left my ender chest somewhere. Will there be an ender chest next to this portal over here? Some smart soul knows that you need an ender chest near a portal. I think I might have left it in the nether, so there goes that. Eatlas says I get what you're saying, yeah. It's a pretty reasonable take, I think. They've had a bad track record, it's really hard to think it's a troll. Yeah, I don't think they're in a place to put in a boss mob, unless they wanted to surprise the community with something. The timing might suggest it's part of an April Fool's thing. What was the block? I never picked up the cobble, but then that was because I had it in here. Before you call me a derp. Right, andesite was the one. I'll take that. And I'll take this. Hex, I got into Hermitcraft fairly recently, and when I heard your voice I was struck by the feeling that I knew your voice from somewhere like 15 to 20 years ago, and I finally figured out what that reminded me of. This is probably cat. Oh, keep me hanging, will ya? Keep me hanging. You just keep me hanging on. What is that song? That one just popped back into my head. Chris Tofi, thank you ever so much for subscribing with the Prime, and Gabby Abby 29 also with that Amazon Prime. Appreciate you using that on me. Thank you to the both of you for supporting the channel over here. Right, this one is light grey concrete powder with nothing below it, interestingly. So I will just double up. Right, next layer. Hopefully we can get into a bit more of a groove now. What are your hopes for this year's April Fools from Mojang, and are you planning some pranks for the hermits? I got no April Fool's thing this year. I had an idea that I thought... You know how some ideas seem really great in the moment? And I kind of like put it in my calendar, and then when I saw it later I was like, no, don't do that. So I had an April Fool's idea, and I think it's a good idea to take advantage of April Fools, but since I saw that and changed my mind, I have not brainstormed or thought of anything. It tends to be like that, you know. It rolls around quicker than you know, and you're not always prepared. One of the good things about not doing this the way I'm doing it is that it's much quicker to build if you can just build this stuff straight away, which I probably could do if I apply some of the building rules that I've learned. But I can't go straight to the vision, so I got to use the tools to like zoom out and see what the build looks like when it's finished. Otherwise I feel like I might be just building in the wrong direction. Right, cobblestone wall. Oh, wrong one. Controversial, using the wrong one, are we? Zemroku says, have you seen Mumbo's redstone video on the new Skulk? It's crazy. I imagine Tango's decked out 2 or 3 could make great use of that. I didn't quite understand what he was doing in that one. That one got past me, so if you want to explain. Although I was also doing other stuff while I was watching, and it kind of made me think like, am I really understanding this or not? Obviously I wasn't, but I don't know. I didn't quite get the point of what he was doing. What biome do you think needs the most updated? Says Corel Windrider. You know, I would say I don't think everything in this game needs to be updated. I think it's okay for some stuff to just be a bit barren, or like not have a lot to it. But like, you know, develop things that are going to be like super interesting going forward, I think is the idea. Like having a bit of variety between different areas, providing different sorts of, I don't know, levels of entertainment. Yeah, something's off here, look. Oh yeah! The whole of the back is slightly different from the front. Yeah, I forgot about that, okay. Like, it was messing with me a bit, and now I'm like, oh yeah, that's the way I built it. It's as is, man. As is. Is that a diorite wall? Well, I gotta go make some of those now, haven't I? Storing sounds based on input, so you can have a wireless signal with 15 different outputs. Yeah, you know, thinking back to the video, I kind of understood that he was doing that, but it was like, I guess maybe I didn't see what the application was. I guess you have a contraption that says, get this signal strength all the way over there. It kind of makes me wonder if there's like other ways of doing that. You could just have a massive long line of comparators, right? Sometimes that might be simpler, or maybe you need something that's faster, I'm not sure. Is the application of it is probably the main issue for me. Just knowing where it gets applied. See, this is where those auto block placer mods like make a huge difference. Because all you got to do is go and like look at the schematic. I've seen white wall already. Go, I've got too many blocks for my hotbar now. I've seen people use it, and it's so powerful. And I'm kind of glad we don't use it on Hermitcraft. But yeah, it makes an insane difference to just have blocks automatically placed for you. It was a modular system, so you could customize for specific sounds, I believe. So if you wanted to store or prime all the sounds, they could do different outputs. Yeah, I guess it's the application level for me is where it's like, and you know, and what do you use that for, kind of thing. Hey, anyway, not knocking Mumbo's contraption. Mumbo's an amazing redstoner. Certainly cool. Suma, have you noticed the Iron Golem spawn mechanics changed? I've been playing with a snapshot and built an iron farm on the Java that 3 villagers with a job and a zombie, and they're not getting anything. I have not. I have not, because I have not tested that kind of stuff. That's not really what I do with the snapshots, right? I just try and like cover them in a way where it's like, it just came out. Let me explain all the details. Right, and I tend not to have the deeper implications of what that snapshot means. If you want to check a snapshot and find out what farms and things have changed on a deeper level, like someone like Ilmango is really good for that. If you want to see how the game is from a survival perspective, you've got Pixel Riffs for that one. Okay, diorite wall. I did not see your follow-up message, probably, Cat. That is true. I got a lot of messages here today. 800 peeps have tuned in. Peeps, be sure to hit the follow button. Also, Clover TR's here for 11 months. We're going on to 1 year. Awesome, dude. Hope to see you in a month for a year's support. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Probably my cat says X. So there's 102 Dalmatians video game released in the year 2000. It was one of the first NPCs in the first level. As an accent similar to yours, I think. It was the first video game I ever played, so it makes sense it'd be integrated into the back of my mind. I see, I see. I've not played that one myself, but I can assure you it wasn't me. I've just noticed something. My chat down here is not fixed. Yeah, I fixed it earlier today. That's interesting. I'm guessing the mod that does that forgot. Yet it's remembered the other thing that it does. If I go in here, right, what's annoying about this is that you have to bind it to a key, which I don't really want to do. Test. Oh, it's ignoring it now. I know why. Actually, I don't. Wait, what happened there? Like, this worked fine earlier. Weird. Oh, and I put it on the wrong one. Yeah, move chat down. I'm surprised I haven't had to do... Wait, why did that... Ah, I see. Okay, so now those messages should be, like, above that bit there, so you don't get that annoying kind of, like, overlay. But I just want it to stay there. I don't want to be able to, like, change it on the fly. I kind of find it weird that that's got hotkeys. I mean, there's so many hotkeys in this game once you start playing with mods. It's like, do I need that? I don't think I do. Okay, diorite and then diorite wall over here. Hex, I came from the snapshot video. Did you know you can use the pick block key to pick the block placed in the schematic? Yeah, but it doesn't work, if I recall correctly. And then I fell off. Dang it. Yeah, one of the other awkward things, if you want to preserve all of the snow around here and stuff, is like, when you need to like get up onto the build at other heights, it's Oh, we got calcite now? Dang. And what's that? The birch log? Birch log and calcite have popped up. Dang it. Oh, those things are actually, like, in here, aren't they? Calcite. Well, calcite is. And how messed up is my inventory going to get? I reckon it's going to get real messed up. So I'm going to chuck those things in, and I think we're kind of done placing gravel. And probably a lot of this light concrete. And apparently left the dye on me. Fair enough. So we got birchwood was the other one. I'm wondering what that... No, that was something I took out a minute ago. Okay, we're good, we're good. Now we've got to get back up there. And I've got to eat some food. There's just so many things to manage in this game, isn't there? I don't like onions to say X. When we draw fan art, do you prefer it with the Doom helmet or without? I think I prefer it with the Doom helmet. Whenever I see fan art where someone's like interpreted like who they think's under the mask, to me it's always like there's no one under the mask. It's just the mask, like the helmet is the Doom guy, right? I mean, I know in Doom you actually get to see the face under the mask, but you get my point, right? Am I running low on diorite? Did I only give myself one stack? Definitely starting to get a fair bit of that calcite kick in now. Still got the light grey concrete powder up in here. You know, I look to the top right to read what it says a lot of the time. And it's really small on the screen. It'd be nice if I could put that somewhere else and make it bigger, which I probably can. Is using easy place mode in Light Matter considered cheating? It depends on where you're playing. If you're playing in your own single player world where you make the rules, then I don't think it is. But if you're playing on a communal server where it's not agreed upon, then it is. Storm Chaser says, in the snapshot video, the flower popped off as the farmland is dry. Every seed does this on dry farmland. I think you might be right. It didn't happen last time though. Oh no, maybe because last time I was next to water. Yeah, I see, I know things like that, but I'm always like thinking fast when I make snapshot videos. I have been wondering a lot lately about like how much time or how you put your time into things, like quality over quantity and stuff, right? Trying to like I feel like maybe the way I do a lot translates into moments like that, where it's like you just need to slow down for a second, think about it. Do you think glistening melon should be edible? I don't see a point to make it edible. There's so much edible stuff in this game, and the food system is so simple. You know, like, you really don't need more than 3 or 4 different foods for the air quotes progression, right? It just seems kind of pointless to add more food in, right? Yeah, we should step back and have a little look. See, look, yeah, it's cool. It's going to be cool on this server, I tell you. Hey X, are you aware of the petition signed by Elon Musk and other AI experts to slow ChatGPT development? I am not aware of that. However, the changes that have come along in terms of policy with ChatGPT 4 are concerning. OpenAI has had, as the name suggests, a rather open approach to how they develop AI and let people get involved in it. Oh, what happened there? What's it asking for now? White concrete powder. I gotta go back and get that, don't I? I gotta go back and get that. They've changed their policy. It seems like Microsoft is pressuring them a bit. And I was listening to a podcast just the other day with Sam Altman, who's at OpenAI, and he was talking about like how great the relationship with Microsoft is, and you know how they don't pressure them, and yet these policy changes didn't come up in the discussion. Like, they're not sharing as much information about how ChatGPT 4 works as they were with 3. And the idea is supposed to be that they're, as a company, as the people doing this, they want to be like responsible about the future of AI. They want to involve people in its development, make people aware of it. They've got a reputation for being like decent stewards of what's being developed. And ChatGPT 4 seems to be a bit of a change from the norm with that. So I'm slightly concerned, but this is a passing interest of mine and one that I don't have the time to, you know, sort of sit down and do the nitty-gritty on. I'm just like picking it up from other places I'm hearing it. The other day I was watching the LMG Wan show, and the Bing AI that subsidy uses ChatGPT 4 starts hallucinating a lot and being dramatic. It feels strangely interactive as far as I've seen. Yeah, you also have the problem of... Ooh. No thanks. You also have the problem that the worst examples become the ones that get talked about. So like, you know, after, I don't know, 10,000 positive interactions, or, you know, unremarkable ones, let's say, when it starts to appear moody and say strange things, that's the stuff that people screenshot and talk about. You have that issue too. For me, with those things, it's like, well, how much of what it does is that, right? Is that an edge case, or is that a common occurrence? Matsubu, thank you so much for 51 months. Appreciate your continued support, my dude. That's epic. Tilda MC is here for 16, saying, just tuned in. What's the plan for today? You know what? I won't be doing this forever. In fact, we've been streaming for 45 minutes. I think we'll change it up, because placing these blocks can be a little bit dull. It'll be the sort of project that we just like, oh my god, I need bone blocks now. We just chip away at here and there. So we'll move it on and do some other stuff, actually. I got other things on the list to do today. Let's grab those. Bone block the hundreds of planes that land safely every day. Yeah, that kind of thing. That kind of thing, right? The horror stories make the headline with the frequency at which these things occur. You know? Sand! Oh god, you're killing me over here with the amount of blocks that I need for this thing. Don't fall in a hole. Right. Note to self, don't fall in a hole. Great life advice, X. Thank you. I'll remember that one when I'm walking down the street. Don't fall in that hole. This segment of the big Bing Sydney AI isn't ChatGPT what the Bing AI is. I thought it was using the ChatGPT system. Anyway, I think, you know, I think all of this is like incredible, remarkable. I'm fascinated by it. I'm always listening in. I need to get into the habit of using it more. Let me make... I don't know why I haven't thought of it. I want to start using it for stuff. Because it can be ever so helpful. And if I put it in my workspace where I'll see it frequently, then I'll be reminded to try and use it from time to time. But I love some of these things that they're doing, like taking a picture of what's in your fridge and asking it to give you recipes. Like, that's just wow. Like, one day this stuff might be like super seamless as well. You know, like maybe fridges just have cameras built in and there's a button and it's like suggest something to cook. And you know, what if the AI also knows about, like, you know, people are wearing Fitbits and tracking what they eat on MyFitnessPal, and you can get blood work done. Like, what if all this stuff starts to like overlap, and there's enough like input, you know, your heart rate, how you've been sleeping, what your glucose levels are in your blood, and things like this. You know, you're getting enough iron. Like, and it can suggest meals based on all of these factors. Ah, you got these things in the fridge. Okay, you haven't eaten your veggies in a while, you know. Like, it can start to optimize your health. Or with all these sensors we've got, we can tell you're stressed out and probably in need of a break right now, and you're like, oh, yeah, I think you're right. Could be incredible. There's even an AI-based system that uses brain scans to read your thoughts. It sounds like total fairy tale, but it works. I think I vaguely remember hearing about that. I mean, there's neuroscience that's been done for a while. Have I been placing white concrete instead of white concrete? I don't know. I don't know, man. There's neuroscience where they've like learned about what parts of your brain light up based on, you know, suggestions. Hey, think about this thing. All right, look. You know, we tell you to think about food and this bit over here lights up or something. And then, yeah, using AIs with that could, yeah, that makes sense to me. They have an app I've heard about quite a few times that you can take a picture of a mole if you've got one on your body, and it can tell you if it's cancerous or not. The issue with it is they don't know why it works, but they've given it so much data that it sees something from taking a picture on your phone that other people aren't seeing, and that to me is that's just incredible. It's the power of it right there. Xander is dev here for 2 months. Are there any differences you are using now versus your Hermitcraft mod pack? Yes. Oh, okay. Another one for the notes. I need to update the mod pack. Need to sort that out. I think the next step is brain-computer interfaces. Some researchers use EEG and Stable Diffusion to create a vague image of what you are seeing, says Mega Street. I mean, the next step in what, right? Like, if we're talking about the application of AI, I think like brain interface integration is a bit more of a further down the road thing. I reckon there's stuff that's probably a bit more mundane that you might not think about that it's going to be really good. What was the story I heard that someone's asking it for like investing advice and running an experiment where it lets the AI tell it what stocks to buy and stuff? That was wild. And, you know, like, there's going to be all these really obscure uses, and I think some of them are just going to be like, they're going to just find a niche and just become, you know, super helpful with a particular thing or not. I want an AI-powered car like Kit from Knight Rider. I'll just phone my car and it'll come to me. There are features like that already, aren't there, on some of the self-driving things, like on a Tesla? Oh. slipped down again. Since the server is on 1.19.4, do you plan on updating the item frames on the Nether with a new item display to reduce lag? Right, we're talking about using a data pack feature, but what are the item frames? I think I know what you're getting at. You have an item frame... Yeah, you have an item frame... Okay, that's super interesting. I had not thought of that use. So rather than use an item frame to display something, you could have a system where the display entity does, and then the idea being it's more efficient. I don't know about that, because the standard for preserving, or sorry, for adding custom stuff tends to be, can we preserve it for the world download? I.e., you know, if you integrate a data pack, when someone plays this later on, that'll preserve their experience of it, right? So those things are supported in a way where, yeah, if we start using that, it'll be a part of the world download, right? And the thing is, though, you can like push the boundaries. So we could set it up so it works like an item frame, and maybe that optimizes and reduces lag, and we make it so that you put an item in, right? But then do we say, but what if we let you rotate it to more degrees than you can with a thing? An item frame, that's the one. Right, like where do you push and where do you pull? And they've given us some very interesting tools to go further in survival now, right? Well, survival plus, let's say, you know, survival with that data pack that lets you do something a little different. Very interesting. The optimization angle is a fair one. It's definitely worth considering. That would be less optimized. You would need scoreboards and stuff, wouldn't you? Says Xander is dev. I can't tell you if it's more optimized or not. I don't think you wouldn't need scoreboards, and scoreboards are not like a thing that's intensive on rendering, right? They just might be more efficiently rendered if they're not part of an item frame entity, if they're just a display entity. Because it's like, you have the existing item frame entity, how well optimized is that? Let's say it's not, and the other one is, then if you use the other system to display an item, I mean, it's the sort of thing you could do a test maybe, create like, create a gazillion of them in a test world, right? And see what happens to your frame rates. That's the kind of thing I used to do a little bit of in myth busting. Not really sure if it would be worth doing. Wouldn't mind to do it just out of curiosity, but maybe not for a video. The thing is always application. What's the application of it, right? Like, the things that I've tested before in the past tend to be like applications in survival. Should you use this thing or that thing? And this isn't really like a survival application, but it could be a suggestion of, hey look, maybe you want to use a data pack to help you with this stuff instead of an item frame. I don't know. Chazlar says, wouldn't the Shift F3 pie chart show it? Not really. You'd have to set up an environment where you can see the difference between the two. I don't think you can just open up the pie chart and see the answer you're looking for. You have to create a difference. I think we just ran out of calcite, right? And up at that level, I ain't seeing... What one are we using here? I ain't seeing any clay. Also, didn't I just run out of something else too? Probably find it in a second. I've been rewatching Mythbusting Lazy. Crazy experimenting with stuff that's commonplace now, says Ezra Manning. Ezra, I'd like to hear more of your thoughts on I don't know, anything to do with myth-busting really, because it's one of those things I've kind of accepted. Yeah, don't really have the time to produce that anymore, and I really like the format of it. But also, I feel like we learn about things now with more detail than in the past. Maybe the snapshot coverage. Ah, that's the one. Maybe the snapshot coverage has become more rigorous in a way where less stuff needs to be figured out later on again. You know, that's kind of like my gut feeling about that. I've got some noises in the ear. IYIYLL is here for 12 months. Thank you so much for your year of support, my dude. Greatly appreciated. We got Andy6752 with some cheers and biddies saying, hey, came from your snapshot video, love your content. Thank you, my dude. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for sharing the cheers and the biddies. Appreciate the support for the channel there. Also, peeps, hit the follow button if you've come over from the snapshot. Maybe it's your first time watching over here. We do stream on a regular basis. What's your opinion on the Swift Sneak Enchantment? I love it. Once I've got it, it's just there to stay, right? I just get used to it and it's awesome. Hi again, X. Do you have any thoughts on MCC, or would you ever be interested in joining? Yeah, I'd love to give MCC a go. Looks like a lot of fun. Bone block. White wall. Duh, right. I wonder if that thing can be moved where it says schematic. Man, I want to... I don't think it can, but dang, I want to be able to move it, right? Info overlays, visuals. Like, they don't have a... See, look at this. Offsets. Hang on. What are we looking at? Material? Material list? Material list HUD scale? I'm wondering if maybe it is in here. Lock info lines. Someone in chat's going to tell me what it is, and I'm going to be like, whoa. Dude, one of those had a massive tooltip. Just like filled... Oh my god, look at that. Yeesh. Ghost block alpha. Yeah, I don't think that's rendering... Or maybe it's the side of the block. I don't think that has been rendering how I had it before. Scale up the HUD, maybe. Scaling up the HUD would probably help. So let's give it a 2.0. That doesn't appear to be it. That was not it. Let's reset that one. Maybe it's info. Max lines. That's not the scale. Lock info. It could be that. Font scale. It does. I tell you what, it did feel like it was like smaller than normal. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hello. Right, we found what one it is. So, info font scale, and there is an overlay offset. Interesting. Now, if I'm... Oh, look, it goes away, unfortunately, because I'd like a live preview. I'm wondering if I could sort of just move it to somewhere a bit more central down the bottom or something silly. Anyway, I think I'll leave that alone. That just makes it, like, easier to read, doesn't it? Less of a glance, less work now. How many ticks does it take for an item to burn? I do not have the answer for you there. What kind of stuff do you want to see in a new boss? Generally, a new challenge, like newness. I know it sounds a bit like I'm not answering, but just don't give us a repeat of something, right? Like, come up with some new cool stuff. I really like what they did with the Warden. I just feel that where they failed with the Warden... Okay, first of all, it shouldn't drop anything. Like, it really shouldn't. That's not the point of the Warden. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, you need more incentives to go down there. Like, you need to encounter that area more. Because it's definitely an avoid mob, but you also need a reason to go near it and avoid it. And I feel like maybe just the way they arrange certain things or whatever. Maybe it's sculpt catalysts. I don't know, something about how they work. Like you pick them up and build a farm somewhere else. Maybe if it weren't quite like that, there could be a reason for you to encounter the Warden more. You could say the same thing of the Wither, right? But, you know, if you want a beacon, you got to fight a Wither. Maybe not if you're on Hermitcraft. Anyway, we've been streaming for an hour now. That's where I'm gonna like put a pin in that. So this stuff can come back. I'm basically leaving all of these down here, so I might... I don't like leaving things in a jumble though, do I? Like that's got its own box, so does this one. And the bone blocks. Sand don't belong in here. And we're not using that. Okay, that might just work. That might just satisfy my disorder with neatness. Right, that one there will rip back up. Man, they have been chatting like a lot. I've noticed. Maybe we'll investigate what's been said. Right, can I leave everything else here? I think I can. That's all to be left. Ah, I was about to say I'm missing something. No, it's in my inventory. Let's now make this a much more safer, right? What were they talking about? Let's go find out. They've been chatting for a while. It's always easier if you look up into the sky. I'm Canadian too? What's this? I mean, it seems like they're going rounds on the PvP, right? I mean, Etho's getting slain a lot here. I was just thinking, like, where is this happening? Etho puts the coordinates in chat and says, come die too. 160, 17,000, something like that. Right, let's switch to standing. Because my bum is now numb. I've been stood most of the day. I think I prefer it. Okay, there we go, that's good. That's good in the hood, homie. I should hydrate a little bit too. I plan on going in the sauna before bed today, so don't want to dehydrate in there, all that sweat. The sweat box, that's what I like calling it. Where is 171,000? Right. We'll try and use the Nether hub here. Was it one? What was it again? One? Oh my god. Whoa, we got some lame frames. 160, 1700. So yeah, gotta go a long ways in that way. Aha, and then this way a little bit. I've got a feeling they might be at the ice area. What's 1,700 divided by 8, peeps? I mean, if you just divide it by 10, it's... I wonder if Ren's going there. Into a wall. Just smash
Azimo,
my
what's
face
happening, baby?
into
What's
a wall.
happening?
Hi.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm doing a bit of coordinate hunting. There's some PvP going down.
Yeah, dude, I'm on stream. We're doing the same thing.
I'm streaming too. Brilliant.
Oh, excellent. Well, I'm trying to find where Gem's portal is.
Ah, I thought Gem's
here?
portal was in that direction. Gem's part of the crew with Impulse and Pearl, right?
Right.
Their portals are that direction, but according to these coordinates, I don't think... Oh, maybe it is over there. Let's go find out. This way.
Okay.
Did I go past it?
Wait, we need to read the book.
It's definitely down this way. I just think I might have gone too far. Or is this it? Aha! Oh! Buttons, that one. Ren! Dang it. Oh, there he is.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, number 5.
Yeah, it's definitely down here.
Number 5. Alright, I don't know what to expect, man. I think we might die as we come out the portal.
I think, is it this one?
Is it this one?
I'm not in the mood for dying. I just wanted to watch the dying.
Why do we have particles?
It's the haste.
Oh, we're in the right place.
Okay.
Hello, hello, hello. We have come.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Wait, I thought you took a potion. I quickly got distracted. Wait, let me quickly leave.
I'm
What
thought you were
shenanigans? What shenanigans are afoot out here?
I'm collecting hermit heads.
Oh my.
Ah!
Dude.
That explains
I'm
the
overflowing
consistent
with
slaying.
those at the moment.
She's brutal, man. She's brutal, okay?
And she's already just sticking your heads all over the place. Just willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Right.
I've got her
Are
a
you
couple
gonna
times
like
to
open a
distract
shop
me.
and
Stuff
sell
down.
these?
I actually just have a dungeon. I'm trying to decorate.
That's awesome.
Jim, I'm
Decorate
worried
my
about
dungeon with thy heads.
Doc.
You're
Etho.
worried. I
I
already
am.
No, wait. No, I'm
What's
finding her
happened to
first.
you? Are you okay?
Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm great.
One.
No,
Yeah.
stop.
This is Gemini Slay.
Come on, man.
Oh, that's fair
I gotta
enough. Yeah, that
say,
works.
I got
You
400.
can't be in the
and-
battle arena and say, wait.
Yeah, I want to find Gem first. I need to. Stop.
All right, come on, Doc. Oh, Etho killing Doc.
I just wanted his head. I need heads too.
Okay, so the deal is, if you're playing, no armor, no nothing, no food.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay.
your wooden sword.
Just skill.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, just skill. Come on, Doc.
All right.
Ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
I was about to jump in on this. It's a 1v1, I see.
She's brutal.
Jump in if you
Not
want.
so easy, is it, Doc? Huh?
Jump in if you want.
Hey, Etho, did you hear that APM, dude? Did you hear that clicking going on? There was some
There's
serious
some
sweaty
spamming going
clicking
on there.
happening.
No,
There's
not
some
at all.
spam clicking, no spam
Okay,
clicking.
wait. No, one more round.
Sword.
Dude,
Oh, it's the
Emma,
frog
want
that's
this?
jumping up and down.
it's winner keeps the table, man, surely. If you get wrecked, you're out.
No, one try. One more try.
Ren,
One
you
more
gotta
try,
take off
that's
your
it.
gear if you want in.
All right. Give me a moment. I'm gonna find a chest.
How is Gem? Dude, when we play UHC, I'm gonna play with her. That's a given.
It's the internet connection. That's what it always is.
Aussie ping, you can play.
Oh, are we going? Are we going?
Yeah.
You're looking-
come on,
okay,
I'm looking
okay.
Right at you. I'm looking right
Right,
at you.
you
Let's
get
go.
those
He's ready
crits.
for anybody.
Ooh.
No.
Zuma's got some
One hit.
shooting in, I can
That's
tell.
all I got. The first hit. No. Dang it. Ah, I never set my spawn. Boo-hoo. Oh, jeez. Now I've got to go for a long walk. Oh my peeps, oh my. It's a fair old stroll to get back there. We tried to warn you, says Maker Street. I was looking at my opponent, not chat. Xander is dev, says thanks for using my mods, by the way. Oh, right, which mods did you make, Xander? Let me know in the chat, maybe one of my mods can pick up. At this point, my mods are my liaisons for me communicating. Because I ain't gonna see it. But I'd certainly like to know. You know, it's not the longest walk ever, really, is it? With this infrastructure that we got. I believe you use coalesce leaves and yet another config library. I don't actually use either of those. However, coalesce leaves is not on 1.19.4 yet, right? Some of the other hermits use it, and I was doing all the update stuff. And it wasn't available for 1.19.4 yet. But I could be mistaken. Right, we're there. It was on
How
your
many
I
hearts
got
are you
down
on?
Oh,
5 hearts.
I'm
5
back.
hearts down.
Okay, that's not too bad. I'll take that.
Set your spawn at Zuma.
Yeah. I just had a bit of a walk. Jem, how many hits did I actually get? Because it felt like I got one critical
One.
hit, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Dang.
You might have got half a second one, but I think you were going too quick, so it didn't really do damage.
Ah.
He's
I
brutal.
want to try again now.
Beating us up, man.
Yep. Okay.
telling
Get
you.
in line. Here's a
Doc, you
queue.
ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ow, that was a crit straight to the face.
Not even a hit.
Wow.
What is
Brutal.
going on here?
Brutal. She's juggling me like an absolute boss.
Yeah, she's got the timing right.
I don't even
It's
know
the
how
timing,
that
the
juggling
little
was possible
sword
like
on
that
your
anymore.
Screen, in your cursor, you just have to hit every time it's full.
Yeah.
I know. But
Boy.
you're really good with side strafing and juggling. I couldn't turn.
I
You
wiggle a
juggled
lot
me
already,
really
though.
well.
You've had
Right,
practice
Etho's
with
in.
one.
He's a monster.
3,
2,
2,
1, go.
1, fight!
Oh.
Oh, these are some big hits coming in. Oh,
Let me win, Jim, so I look good in front of them, please. No.
Oh.
Double knockout!
wow!
It wasn't the
sick.
worst performance.
Wow.
was
That
sick.
was really good.
Come on, Iso.
Hey,
Come on.
Jim, can I be the fight voice guy?
Yeah, you're a great fight
Right.
voice. guy.
Ready?
Sweet.
Ready? Go.
Okay. No, you didn't let me do the fight voice guy.
Oh wait. Oh, okay.
Huh?
Oh yeah. No waiting in battle. Wait a sec.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Let him eat, let him
Etho
eat.
versus Doc.
Okay, I'm gonna eat real quick.
Dudes.
Are you dinged up? Yeah.
I'm trying to do the voice guy.
Yeah, but it's got to be a fair fight. Although I
Okay.
think I would have had him this time around.
All right, here we go. You guys ready? Competitors ready.
All the
Etho
training.
versus Doc. Fight.
Fight.
Oh, leg!
I feel like I'm playing
Oh,
a
the
game of like
misses.
count the hits.
With-
you see who
with-
goes
with-
red.
Swinging at the air.
With-
What is this?
Oh,
There we go.
Oh, to the face.
Terrible. Terrible.
All right, winner keeps table, guys. We're
come
playing
on,
winner
Ren. You
keeps table.
mean it? Oh, wait, is it winner stays on? Sorry.
Yeah, winner keeps table. Get out of here, Azuma. Sheesh.
Oh,
Oh wait, you can fight. It's fine. I'll do
I thought
voice.
you were the voice guy.
I'm the voice guy.
You're the voice.
Competitors ready.
I'm ready.
Azuma versus Etho. Fight.
Alright, I'm seeing that strafe. I'm seeing that
Get
strafe.
him, get him, get him.
Oh, terrible aim. Terrible aim.
Ooh, Zuma got a crit.
Ugh. Oh, the aim is so bad.
So, Etho's getting those combos.
Oh, just missing over and over again.
Ooh, ding 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 ding.
Half a heart, Azuma. That was actually really close.
Oh, wow,
That was
okay.
really
GG,
easy
Etho.
fight.
GG. GG. Okay, can Voice Man fight now?
Yep.
Yeah, Etho versus Ren, right? Or Doc versus?
Yeah, it's me. All right, I'll do Voice Man for myself.
One sec.
Here we go.
1 sec.
Okay.
Azuma got me pretty low there.
Need to
Alright,
heal up with
charge
those
up,
golden
charge
carrots. That's the secret.
Yep.
Okay, I'm
Getting
good.
that saturation up.
All right, competitors ready. Etho versus the dog. Fight.
Let's go.
Dancing.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, dang it.
Well, I'm getting confidence
GG,
fighting these
GG.
fools compared to you, Jim.
Hey!
Wait, what do you mean? I got some big hits in there,
You
didn't
just
I?
killed me as well. You're doing good.
You got me at a
Training.
4.5 red. It was good.
All right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We'll take that.
Alright, let's
Is it Etho
let's have
versus
a go.
Doc?
Let's do
It
it,
felt
Doc.
real bad though, all the
Voice
smack
guy.
talkers, and I just was
All right.
losing over and over.
Competitors ready. Azuma versus Dog. Fight.
Let's do it. Oh! Okay, there's one. There's two.
With championships.
3.
We've got more spectators.
4.
Apparently.
5. Oh, one more. I needed one more. Dang it.
Nice.
Etho, chat says that apparently you're not washed up. So that's great.
No, I'm feeling pretty washed up.
Very nice. Well played. Well played.
All right, Jim,
Okay.
me and you again.
Oh,
Yeah.
here's the help. Do you need Suzuma's head, Gem?
All right, we've got
Uh,
spectators
yeah.
in the ring
I'll
too.
just-
Added distractions.
3,
Competitors
2,
ready.
1. Oh,
Etho
Ren, do
versus
it,
Jim.
Ren, do it.
Fight.
rematch. It's
The rematch.
10-2.
Don't hit the llamas. Don't hit the llamas.
Oh,
You
Oh.
worried about my aim?
oh,
Stop
oh,
juggling me.
snap. Oh,
That was a
Oh,
One more.
Smacked off the edge of the cliff, no less.
That was good. I was into 1 heart, Etho.
Nice.
That was a
That's
battering.
20, isn't it?
yeah,
That was a
but
battering.
Jam is brutal, man. I'm never gonna mess. Like, you're literally the only person I fear on this server. Not these
You
other
know what,
fools.
though?
Azuma,
False
I
can
challenge
kick
you.
my butt.
Let's go.
Let's go.
False
Who?
can beat me.
All right,
Falls.
here we
Like
go.
consistently,
Yeah.
or
You
just
ready?
once in a while?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
No, we
Azuma
did a
versus the dog.
3 rounds.
Fight.
We won 2 out of 3.
Oh, oh, oh! Suzuma's getting the shots in. Oh, oh, juggling, yeah!
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. That was alright.
GG.
That was good.
Quite
GG.
brutal,
So-
right?
something
If
about
you-
your
if you get
movement
the-
pattern
if you
just
get the
worked for
side
me then.
angle Like this,
Yeah. You lined up every
You know.
jump of mine.
and keep on juggling, you can't turn with your sword. Like, there's no way.
How
Yeah,
high
it, like,
are all
knocks
of your
you.
scents? You all spin really quickly.
Yeah.
I suspect it causes you to miss sometimes.
Bro, but
Anyone
that was
notice
brutal.
the damage tilt when we're fighting? It's 1.19.4. You now get like a tilt
Oh, you want some more,
when you
Etho?
get hit from a certain
I'm ready,
direction.
yeah.
You want some more? All right, let's
I
go.
never noticed that.
Etho versus the dog. Fight.
Oh, Doc's had enough.
Oh, I missed.
Oh.
It's armored up.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh!
Yay!
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Red.
GG.
Well played. Nice. Okay, Gem, let's go.
I think I got a nice big crit in there.
Come on. You cheater.
It still wins.
Oh, 2 hits, you down.
Yay! Nice.
Get out of here, Doc. You're banned from the
There's,
arena.
there's no other way you can beat her, man. It's just it.
That's
You
the
gotta-
equivalent of getting a chair from underneath the ring and smacking the dude on the head.
Let's go, Gem.
It's like I just
Right.
3, 2, 1,
downloaded
Two, one,
aimbot.
go.
Oh, that was bad.
Oh, there she goes. Juggle, juggle.
Yeah.
No hit.
Oh,
Not a hit.
Not a
oh,
hit.
Man.
I just can't
Clear
even
the
get
arena,
close.
Fool.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's interesting. Everyone's got like a different movement pattern. It feels like.
Yeah, it
Like,
makes a big
do you
difference,
hold
too.
down the back key a little bit when you strafe?
You have to. You won't crit if you're sprinting too much. So I have my sprint toggled on my caps lock key, and to break that toggle, I press S really quickly.
Oh, these are the secrets.
Some NCC secrets.
Yeah, like I like strafe and hold forward, whereas it felt like you were strafing and holding back. Is kind of like
Yeah,
what
I'll
it
backpedal
looked
a little bit. It
interesting.
causes you to miss more.
There you go, Etho. Give that a try. Strafe with the back
Okay.
button.
So that's after you get hit, or when do you do it though?
I do it for as soon as I'm about to swing my sword.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not what I would have expected. Okay.
Ready, ready, ready. 3, 2,
Yep.
1, go.
Go. Oh.
Oh wow, that's weird.
Oh.
That is really weird.
You're getting a lot more crits like that.
I got like three crits that time.
Yeah, you were ruining
Yeah.
your own crits, I think.
Wow.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's
You
easy
know,
to say
but
like
on the-
it's the connection, but it's probably
No,
like a
no,
lot
no.
more the sort of movement pattern.
It's technique and technique and skills. Like, but in the 1.7 times, the point was to be pressurizing, to be close to your opponent and always stray forward. Like, you know, to be and to
Yeah, it was
spam
all about-
clicking. Now you have
Yeah.
to time it.
yeah, and always, you know, you'd be like really in their face and try to surround, like go around them and hit them like this. Zip, 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 zip. That was the tactics. But this is different.
I think
Like,
that
yeah.
still works though.
Hmm.
Do you know what we need to do?
Yeah.
We need to get an AI. We need to get AIs that fight each other in Minecraft using different button input techniques, and find out what the best technique is. Just have them fighting each other all day. Oh, dang it! Who picked up the bed? Doesn't matter. Snowy Leah 48, thank you for 4 months of support. Found you through the crossover and enjoy your streams. Awesome, thank you, thank you. Crossover, yes, with Empires, right? That'll be the one. It was Ren. Ha! Doesn't matter. Doc probably knows someone who can code that, says OXD. Possibly. It's certainly, I think, if you think about it, like there's already been a bunch of AI stuff done with Minecraft, right? But it's a way more constrained environment if you just put the two characters sort of in, you know, maybe you just start with flat surface, maybe like 15 by 15 area. Like that's so much less variable, and then it's hyper focused on just a handful of buttons and clicks. Like it sounds like something you could probably actually put an AI system to work on. Right, let's go through here. Hey, Macau Chow, thank you for the 40 months. I just came after watching the snapshot vid. Thanks for the update. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Let's get back over here.
Shut, man.
Backpedaling did not work.
Yeah, you're backpedaling now.
I don't think
23
I do it
etho
on, like,
heads in there.
every single hit. Just when I want like a big hit.
Okay.
That's crazy, man. Oh. Oh, man. Dude.
Oh,
What the heck?
Those
Oh.
timings.
Okay, that was I tried
Wow.
something there. I tried to get out of your combo and I was like 10 feet away from you. You still hit me.
Do you know counter crits? Do you want to practice them? Like just use your fist for a second.
Hi,
Not too
X.
fast.
Sorry, that was not
Okay,
intended.
so when
Oh.
I
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
when I knock you up, I want you
Yeah.
to hit me when you're in like the top part of being knocked up so that you crit me when you're coming down, okay?
Okay. Do I hold forward?
Wow, this is some advanced
Don't hold
PvP
anything,
happening right
just
here.
Stay still.
Jeez.
Okay.
Okay, when you're, like, basically as soon
Yeah,
as I
yeah,
hit
yeah.
you, you'll be in that arc. Yeah,
Like,
see?
like that. Yeah.
Crit.
I didn't
So
even
it's how
know
you
this was a
counter crit.
thing.
So when you get knocked up,
Okay.
you can use that momentum to crit them, and that'll do more damage than their original hit, which lets you
Right.
get your momentum.
Wow.
And then you can like jump back and.
Yeah.
Jem, you just blew my mind. I didn't even know that that was a thing.
Don't tell.
Yeah.
Don't tell
Wow.
him your
So
secrets.
sometimes
Jem.
though, I'm too far away to do it though.
Yeah. Well, it'll depend on the knockback, yeah. But, like,
Yeah.
normally if somebody's fighting, they're coming at you.
Oh wow.
right?
Yeah.
It's every time a crit.
Like, if
man.
I'm clicking
Crit.
forward, you can always
Yeah.
get that counter crit.
Right.
You almost want to get hit.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to in
Okay,
PvP,
interesting,
so you may as
interesting.
well be ready.
Hmm.
Crazy.
Kill me,
That's
Doc.
awesome.
Kill me.
Go on, no worries.
Flat.
Well, that was a humbling experience. I'm out of here, man.
Thank you very much, Gemini Slave, for the very welcome distraction. That was fun.
Uh-huh, you're welcome. Thank you for the
I'm li-
PvP.
Yes.
I wish Beef got smashed there too. That would have made me feel good.
We'll see you a bit later.
Canadians.
Etho, you suck, dude. You're a noob.
Hey.
Rude. Hey Jem, everyone else who was here has played this game except for you. Would you like to play this game?
What's the game? Yeah,
oh,
sure.
it's the questions game. Etho and the elderly know all about the
Mhm.
questions game.
Did you say Etho and the elderly?
Yeah, that was one of his answers. One of his amazing answers.
Okay, sure, yeah.
You're in for a fun treat here, Jim.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
putting you on the spot, right? I start off with a statement, which is I should come up with a better way to introduce this game, but this is the fun of it. All right. How many questions can you answer incorrectly in 45 seconds?
10.
10. Wow, confidence. That's the name of the game, right?
That's an incorrect answer.
It could
it?
be. It's yet to
Well,
be
you're
determined.
supposed to answer incorrectly, right?
Yes. So I'm gonna run by a bunch of questions to you, and in 45 seconds you got to answer as many of them incorrectly as possible.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, no.
No. It's not a trick question. Right, let's
Well,
leave it a
might
bed.
be.
That's what's annoying about introducing this game, is that it involves lots of questions, and you're not sure where it starts and it ends. Okay. Right, so I'm going to start the timer. I got one on my phone. You got 45 seconds. I'm really bad at laughing. I'm going to try and do my best to just keep a straight face and get through these,
I just
okay?
won't be funny. It's okay.
Okay. Right. It'll start with the first question. So I'm going to do it right now, okay?
Yeah.
What is your name?
Aries.
What is your biggest fear?
Falling.
When did you join Hermitcraft?
2014.
What is the most defining moment of your life?
When I ate a carrot yesterday.
What is red your favorite color?
Yeah.
who was your childhood hero?
Etho.
Who will be next to
That's
join
true, though.
Hermitcraft?
The Queen Elizabeth.
Or what's your least favorite nickname?
Gem.
What is your favorite Minecraft mob?
Penguins.
Or what is your best dance move?
Dab.
Awesome. Some of those were a little suspicious.
You don't like the
What?
nickname Gem? What?
Yeah, that sounded false to
But
me.
that's incorrect, right?
Everyone calls you Gem, and you've never expressed any
Oh,
dissatisfaction.
what was the
at it.
question on that one? What's a
Wait,
nickname
I
you
thought the
don't like?
question was
Oh,
one that you don't like.
What is your least favorite
So I-
nickname?
I-
You're right.
I
You're
s-
right.
I
Ah,
said the nickname that I like.
Yeah. I got confused, Steven. I'm surprised.
Basically,
you got
this game just causes a lot of confusion.
Yeah, and Etho, I'm sorry it wasn't you, it was Steve Irwin. You're close second, though, probably.
that. Steve Irwin.
And I said, is red
Really
your
good.
favorite color? And you said no, right?
I said yeah.
Is red your favorite color?
No, God, no.
Okay, interesting. Because the direct
That's easier.
question sometimes like catches them out. Okay, that was awesome. Thank you for playing.
Of course, of course.
And if you want some context, I asked Efo, who's who will be next to join Hermitcraft, and he said the elderly.
The elderly.
That's
The
just
elderly and Queen Elizabeth go together, so
Yeah.
I could vibe with that.
it's thinking on a different level right there. Oh. That was a lot of fun. I learned some PvP tips today, I feel like. And all I got was
I love
one
doing
head.
a little PvP. I feel like we're just always building. We don't really PvP very much.
Because we
Yeah.
all suck at it.
Well, we wouldn't suck if we did it.
Oh, nobody will practice with me except for you.
I feel like we could, like, if that was fun, surely we can just make, like, really small mini PvP arenas, like,
I'm gonna do that. I want to make a PvP arena here somewhere when I get rid of
maybe
these
just like a
little-
circle of magma blocks is all you need to make it a bit more interesting, you know?
We
Or
can
honey
use
Yeah,
blocks.
just some
Battle
things to,
Bane
like, dodge
anytime you want
around.
to.
You can have like.
I
one that's for,
really
like,
would love to play
arrows.
some more Battlebane, that would be awesome.
But even for practice, like you can just go to the arena if you want, like
Yeah, that's
arena
true.
setting.
Mhm.
Cactus ring, that's a great idea. You don't want to get knocked back into the cactus.
Sumo, play sumo.
Yeah, it would be like that, wouldn't it? Man, that frog in the background just keeps leaping everywhere.
Sorry, that's. Oh,
It just
Ditto!
catches my eye all the time.
You absolute savage! What is this? Look at,
Oh, it works though. It works.
look at those hits. Those are some good hits, though, for real.
Oh man, it's the only ones I can win, Gem.
The surprise ones. That's bad for me though, because when you're playing stuff like in MCC and like survival games or whatever, people come up like randomly. Like you gotta be ready.
And they'll just tap you.
Yeah, you gotta be ready to PvP at any moment.
Jem, what is on the back of your skin? Is there like a little face there?
There's a flower.
Oh,
and then,
yeah,
like,
okay.
Some buttons on the corset.
I see
thing.
it now. It almost looks a little bit of like a fox face or something to me. I feel like I see a derpy
I
face there
kind of
now.
see it now too. I kind of
Yeah.
do see it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for the fun.
those are weird.
I hope you got what you
Yeah,
neaded.
Of course. Thanks for coming.
You got
I
two
got
heads.
Jam.
everything I needed and more.
Awesome. See you guys later.
See
you
you.
next. I don't want to keep you if you got stuff to do.
That was a lot of fun. And the 45-second game, it is, I don't know. I feel like it maybe it's starting to run its course, right? Like I feel like it needs a way to evolve. I think we need to do it on a stage next with a crowd, a live audience here on Hermitcraft, something like that. I think that's the way forward. Let's turn this off, by the way. I came from the snapshot video, says Zelda fan. Thank you for coming by. Peeps, if you're enjoying yourself over here today, be sure to hit that follow button. Get notified of when I go live. Let me check something quickly. By the way, if you noticed that I was like not doing anything when I went back over there, it's because I opened up my 45 seconds document and I had some really good questions that I wrote down and I couldn't find them. There's like this. Oh, there it is. It's up the top. No. Oh. These questions were so good and I couldn't find them and I've just spotted them. I thought I would have put them at the bottom on my list because every time I make a list of questions to ask, I jumble them up a little bit, I move them down. Anyway, I found them. These are good ones to ask. What is your favourite pizza topping? Because you've got to answer it incorrectly. What would your autobiography be called? And describe a tattoo you have. The describe one is really great. We will do more of those. We will. I got to come up with new questions, ones that are super interesting. So, if you have any, right? If you have any clever, crazy, cool, smart ideas, tweet them at me. I want the next ones to like come in with some top-notch questions, you know. But peeps, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna nip to the loo, if I can. I've got. Yeah, now I can because I put the screen on. Yeah. So think of some ideas, share them with me on Twitter, and don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'm back. I should add an additional rule that you're not allowed to use the same answer twice. I'm gonna add that. No same answer twice. I'm also back. Let's do that. Let's hydrate again. Get some water in me. Blackjack says the describe one is problematic because it's slow to answer. That's not problematic. That's part of the fun of the game. Describe a tattoo you have. A rose on my left butt cheek. You know, like, you just gotta say something. What's funny is when funny things come out, when people say stuff and it's like, didn't expect that, you know? So you want questions that prompt that sort of quick creativity. So, you know, things that everyone can like immediately identify with, like, okay, a tattoo, we know what that is, like a drawing. Describe a tattoo you want. That's actually, I like that one more. Describe a tattoo you want. It's a bit more like, something about the way it sets it up is, yeah. You're supposed to not tell the truth, X, lol, says Becca. Yeah. Oh wait, are we talking about want? Yeah, no, you just make something up. I guess have, if you say have, you can't describe one that you do have, if you have a tattoo. Yeah, maybe actually just keep it as have. You could throw them off by asking later on, you don't have a tattoo, do you? I'm not sure that works, really. Anyway, hopefully we'll see some tweets with some cool ideas. Yeah. Let me close that document now. We're moving on from that, and let me add to my notes that we did a 45-second thing. Just popped in over from the snapshot vid. First time catching a stream of yours. Love your content. Glad to hear it. Ninj, can I call you Ninj? Do y'all want to see what I've done down below, by the way? Down here. Just continuing to open it up a little. Yeah, just... I don't know, I feel like it's going in the right direction. Just got to fill in the spaces, throw in more blocks everywhere. It'll start, I think it'll start to really feel right when there's less of these little patches about the place. And we're just going to continue to chip away at this project, right? Although one thing I do want to do is I want to kind of get rid of the water behind the storage system. So if we could have a waffle. See, it already looks a little bit better when the stone's gone. And then I'm thinking like... Ah! Okay. Some of these blocks are necessary. Also, that totally made me jump. What do we got over here? I'll use some iron bars for now. Oh, can I even like place them from... I don't have to go back up top, do I? Look at that. Cool. Hey, this is my basement. Maybe I should put Ren's head down here, right? Oh wait, no, Gems was a dungeon. Mine's just a basement. I'm gonna put a Ren head down here. Just a quirky little detail. It's also kind of dark. I'm gonna throw that torch back up. Yeah, what do y'all think of it? Like, is it looking cool down here? That area under looks lovely. Says 99 Marvel. Oh no, sorry, that was Skyfighter. Kind of has Hermitopia vibes to it in a way. Hermitopia. Oh my god, my brain is so slow. Hermitopia. Why can I not know what that is right now? Chat. Hermitopia. What was it? Dang it, I feel so slow all of a sudden. Empire's build. Ah, oh god, it's so recent as well. I was thinking like that must have been ages ago or something. The Danish dude, thank you for using your Amazon Prime on me. 9 months, which is a Twitch baby. Let's get that emote up and running. Right, so I would like this thing over here. For that, for the, I can grab both. For them. I do have the super smelter, but we'll do this one the traditional way, let's say. Just chuck some of that into there. And whenever you use this, you also then... So many items in this game. You also then need your Doom Guy Ho. I need anything else? Maybe. Bit of night vision or something. I heard my name, but it wasn't my message, just 99 Marble. Yeah, chat kind of like jumps up and down, and I got a little discombobulated on that one. Oh, it's literally actually right through there. Like, oh. What's down there? Oh! Oh. That's from the storage system. Right. Is it me, or was there more of a gap that way? Right. I don't mind the water sort of flowing out over there. Uh-huh. So this can get us up into the space. Yeah. Hey, look, and we got conduit power. So this stuff is like an absolute pain to get rid of, because I think maybe the cheap way of doing it is to like cut off a portion like this. You always have to build walls, right, to sort this stuff out. I wonder if we could use scaffolding for that. Maybe we could find like a whole new use for scaffolding. Look, it just sort of like recreates itself. It's super awkward. Let's try scaffolding up in here. See if we can do a new thing. Still got that white concrete. Hey, gifted subs from Grey Cat Crossing. Appreciate you supporting our community. Melski Coda and Vampy Husky, y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat to Grey Cat Crossing. We've got Geordie7859 here for 30 months and Zolvoxet for 13. Thank you so much, peeps. Always appreciated. That works for lava but not water, says Hydroglider. Yeah, I can see how it would clear out lava. Like you could force this sort of like through the block or something. I'm just wondering if the way it changes... It might be that you need to like put down an actual wall of blocks alongside this thing as well. Okay, that's all I got. So like, just wondering the way it takes the water out. Does it's literally just like regular water again, isn't it? So that's no good. Like, you can see when we're underwater. Right, so I need some torches over here too. So what's the best way to clear out water in this situation? What are your theories, chat? I've done it a bunch of times, like dropping in sand and all of that. Is there anything new that they added to the game? There's always things. A water sweeper flying machine. Yeah, I'm not going to try that in a flooded cave like this. I don't think that would work out. Right, there we go. Now we got that up here. So I can kind of like get rid of it at this top level, but then everything reforms at the level directly below. Just gonna have to build more ugly walls, I guess. So I need to clear, I want to clear like behind here, right? And then probably a little bit more along this way too. Be nice if I could just clear the whole thing out, but that would be a lot of effort. The absolute easiest way, pay Pearl to do it. Well, Pearl's the cleaning lady. She's not the clearing out lady, is she? You might have the wrong idea there. Placing sand or gravel. I don't know about these flying machines. You know, the machine would have to be built in water, unless there's just something simple that I'm not aware of. It doesn't... It sounds like easier to say, but harder to execute. Like, how long are you going to spend building a flying machine to go 15 blocks? Because they only go in one direction, right? She does have a demolition service. Ah, I see, I see. Well, I'm happy to do this. It's, you know, I like these silly little grindy tasks in Minecraft from time to time. It's just cool to relax and hang out. Elkaru Alv, thank you ever so much for your Amazon Prime subscription. That is appreciated. Thanks for using that on me. Hope you enjoy the stream today. Blackjack says, if I recall correctly, water needs either a solid block or water to form a new water source. So if you take out the bottom layer of water, it shouldn't be able to reform higher up. Doesn't it just go on the one above it though? Like, I've never tried starting at the bottom and working my way up. So in theory, there shouldn't be water at that level now, is sort of what you're getting at. And then where do you go from there? Like, try and spam all of this away? It looks to me like it's still just reforming down at this level. I mean, it would at least be flowing downwards, right? Would doors work, though you'd still need to place the blocks for the doors to stand on. Yeah, doors get rid of water, but not in an effective way. I'm pretty sure this is the technique. You just sort of... It's a shame. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to... But they're not here. Don't think you can even like put a pillar in to get in the way of this stuff. Kinda like opened up a little bit there. Oh, did we just start to make a little bit of progress? It's hard to say, really. Doesn't really feel like it. Oh my god, I'm definitely... No, something's definitely going on here. Yeah, no. We're actually starting to tear a little bit of the water out. Come on. This appears to sort of be working. Did the scaffolding help? Looks to me... I think it was when we put the pillar next to the scaffolding that something changed. There you go! There you go! Starting to get rid of a little bit of it. Alright. Don't destroy my redstone. That's the one rule. Okay. We need to get some of this back. Oh, I do not want to lose track of any of this though, right? Cannot lose a single sponge. Losing those is the worst. It's the worst, I'll tell you. Because I lost all of these and then I found them in a furnace. Which makes sense, you know. They were wet, they needed drying up. Right, none left behind, right? Probably Losing is here with a Prime, and so is Build6389. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting the channel. Hey, Jesper HB in chat, long time no see. Couldn't you use the scaffolding to break up the cave into segments? Then it would be easier to use the sponges to remove the water. The source blocks won't regenerate in the scaffolding. That was kind of what I was suspecting, is that they would interfere with the regeneration, but I'm not sure that's right because they can be fully waterlogged. Anyway, let's just try, like, let's say we go like this. Yeah, there's another problem, is how you got to click on the sides of the block. Yeah, Jesper HB, I saw your name and I was like, whoa, hang on a minute, we go way back to the days of XPD. And the, excuse me, the old plot world. Damn, getting some mouth burps going on here. What's going on in chat? Yo, did you see the new resource packer mod? Ah, right, I haven't seen, not yet. I'll do that after stream. X, you broke a redstone torch off? What? Was I happy clicking it? Oh my god, thank you for pointing that out. I did not spot that. I wonder if that messed up anything. Gosh, hopefully not. I'm looking forward to using that system. Oh, I can hear the furnaces going as well. There's not enough cactus coming through. What's this? Needs an update, some changes to settings. As of now, when you restart your game again, have to confirm the resource pack. You fixed it now. That's interesting. I haven't had those issues, but we'll get that fixed. We'll get that fixed. Right, more spam. See, it didn't actually hold back the water until I place it on it. The scaffolding's certainly easy to tear down. That's going for it. There we go. Let's pop up here. Yeah, no, that felt easier, even if it maybe wasn't doing exactly what we wanted. So that's pretty good. Right, this could be a new way forward for water removal technology. The only thing is, you do that, they don't all pop off because they're all supported by all this other stuff. Yeah, that was back in 2015. Haven't really played since then, but have been watching the development of the game from time to time. This Jesper, cool. Well, I hope you're doing well, my dude. We had some great times back then, being a part of that community. I miss it, but like, you know, it's one of those things that it had its moment in time. It was a really cool thing to do. And every now and then I'm like, oh man, I wish there was like the plot world again and stuff, but you know, like you move on. Other things happen, and right now it's all just like Hermitcraft and lifestyle, really. Not really. Well, actually, I'm working on stuff like in the background that I can't tell you about. So I do have other things going on, like big projects that one day I'll be like, see, I was working on something. And actually, yesterday I came up with a mini game idea, and just decided to go straight on board with it and be like, let's get this thing made, and let's like make this an event for our fellow hermits. So I'm working on a little something that hopefully will manifest too long. Because, you know, us hermits, we all want to get together and do more things like we've done in the past. You know, hunt the hermit and events and stuff. But it's just, yeah, everyone's time is booked up. Booked up making videos and doing what we do. And it's hard to do that extra stuff. But I want to try and get some of that extra stuff going. Right, let's need to make a note about something. The sponge seems to be able to de-waterlog scaffolding. This is the key for using scaffolding for walls, says Exalion. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling you on that one. We just need to figure out like a bit of a better technique for it, I think. So, yeah, there's definitely something going on. We'll stick with that. We'll try and do it like a better and a bit more, I don't know, contained in the next... Contained? What's the right word here? You know, planned out? That definitely sounds smarter, doesn't it? Planned out. Sounds like I've been using my noggin. Yeah, so maybe in the next area we'll just like scaffold the grid everywhere and see what happens when we like start to throw. In fact, I can think of an interesting experiment right now that will probably tell us what we need to know. Oh, but placing the sponge block like on the scaffolding's a bit of a pain because the way scaffolding is, you tend to like click through it. Oh, look at this. We're getting it done. Yeah, might want to just block the occasional little bit off. Uh-huh. Come from your snapshot video, says Stripe Sparks. I'm glad you enjoyed my snapshot video. Zoutzwig says, was just going to wink at you. What's that? Brain noodle? What are we talking about here? Oh, I didn't get those. Cannot be letting them despawn. Right, and I'll grab those too as well. Don't get away from me now. Okay, we've got a whole bunch up there to get back. Can a resource pack maker make water and flowing water look different? If so, that would help with clearing from the bottom up. Interesting idea. It might just help, yeah. Hey, you know, mess around with it, experiment, give it a go. If you got a theory, test it out. I got an idea that I want to test in just a moment, though. Although we haven't cleared out this area properly as of yet, let's actually try and give it a whirl. So, I need more sponges back. That's for sure. I need a bunch of scaffolding, so I need to break down what's already here. Kind of looks to me like there's not a lot left. Ah, now I see a reason for having like the flowing water different. Because look, a lot of this kind of seems like it's cleaned up, but you just can't quite tell the difference. Yeah, look at that. Right, now all of that stuff looks like it's done, right? If we go up here... Yeah, we're gonna have to tear like a lot of this stuff back now. Oh, I wanted that one. Yeah, this is how we'll get it all back. And my hoe will be doing some of the scaffold removal here, I guess. Uh-huh. That's looking pretty good. Right, by working my way down like this, we'll hopefully not miss anything. Especially these sponge blocks of ours. I like the way scaffolding pops off as well. It's always satisfying, isn't it? What are the piston noises? They're the smeltery. The cactus has not kept up. I need to build more cactus farms over there. Right, let's do a quick check. I would hate to lose anything. But no, we look good. Right, so here's my idea. We've got the one up there that I need to grab. We'll do that another time. Here's my idea. Chuck all of that in there. Yeah, we've got 3 stacks of scaffolding. Okay, we just got to get in there and try this. So this is a much taller area. And kind of around here would be a good place to do a little experiment. Now, usually when you use gravel and sand and stuff, you're doing little 5x5 areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So there's your 5x5 space. But you're going to be placing the sponge like on the scaffolding, so not in the center. Whoops. And you've got to click on the right bit of the scaffolding. I found out the other day, that scaffolding doesn't even work. Doesn't even do what scaffolding does in Bedrock Edition. And I was like, that's criminal. How is it in the game for that long and just doesn't do what it does on Java? Like, what happened there? Also, I'm probably going to run out of actual scaffolding here, aren't I? Spaghetti with dark chocolate, says Racco P. That sounds very peculiar. It's literally useless in Bedrock. Yeah, literally useless. It does, just different controls, I think, says Octobos. No, it just doesn't. It's not controls. That was my first instinct. I was like, oh, it works differently here. And then I was like, no, wait, it's just a block. It doesn't do what scaffolding does. I enjoy peanut butter and spaghetti and meatball sandwiches myself. God, that sounds good. That does sound really good. Anything with peanut butter sounds good to me. It's the near infinite possible ways of playing Minecraft that will make it relevant forever, like chess. Interesting take. It'll certainly give it some longevity. I had so many boxes of scaffolding, right? What did we use it all for? I had 3 boxes of scaffolding. We used it to make that shulker farm, right? Where am I going? God, my base is like very odd to navigate. It confuses me. Okay, let's see. Daddy Beer is here for 16 months. Great to watch you live while teaching my kids. Awesome. What are you teaching them, my dude? Thank you ever so much for using the Prime on me. I greatly appreciate it. And I need to remember what I came here for, scaffolding. And we got loads of it, you know, more than enough. We'll fill up that shulker box. And then we got shulker boxes for the shulkers, of course we do. Suma, do you have any tips to make custom tools? I want to make custom ones, but I'm not Best at modelling, however. Not really, other than, you know, do the searching online for that kind of stuff. I'm not a source of it, but other people are. I wonder if... Did I break that? Oh my god. Oh, no, we're okay. There's like a little... Yeah, look, there's a little drop down into this space. And I went down and saw the copper aging facility, and I had a moment of panic. Colonel Coffee, thank you ever so much for your 5 months of support. Love the name. And, yeah, appreciate you subscribing, my dude. Thanks for supporting my channel over here. Nossi, welcome from the snapshot video. Peeps, if you've come over, maybe it's your first time watching, be sure to hit the follow button over here on Twitch. Right, so, now what we're going to do is go, like, if I aim in the corner each time, and then go to the... Yeah, I think this is not going to work, basically. I'm just going to spam them. Just doesn't work, does it? What about starting at the bottom and going up? And I ran out. I do not know if that created water sources again down here. Yeah, so it seems like when we used the log of... the pillar of stone, I think that had some sort of effect on the scaffolding that was next to it. And then that enabled us... Oh, come on. That enabled us to do the rest. Because look at this. Wait, no. We cleared the top. We cleared the top. Have we? Sort of. It's really confusing in here. It's done something a little bit, but just not enough. At this point, I'm practically like blocking it out by putting a pillar in each corner. Yeah, that turned out to not be so good, did it? That was not good at all, that experiment. Oh well. Experiments can be fun nonetheless, can't they? I'm not sure if I should pull too many blocks out of here. They might start creating sources everywhere. Now I could probably put some out the back here once they've dried up. Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. Right. Yeah, okay, that, I mean, it gets us started in this area, even if the testing was not efficient. And I like that. That means we can gonna crack on here. Yeah. Definitely managed to push some away. And I'll just continue on that. Right, I want to make sure I've got all these things back. Do a little check. Yeah, I think we're good. I will probably go back to my usual method of just dropping in sand. The way I've been doing it for a long, long time, right? Because we didn't really learn too much there. But hey, maybe you're watching, maybe you're inspired, go into a test world, mess around with sponges and scaffolding, see if you can learn something. Cruisy Boy, the name of the mod that allows me to render my character is Character Render, I believe. That is the name of it. Apparently I make all the tweets, it's saying on the other screen. Make all the tweets. Right, I gotta go do some things, fix some stuff on Hermitcraft by the sounds of it, and wrap up my day. Peeps, if you've enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit that follow button over here on Twitch. I will investigate doing a raid. Big thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. Thanks to all the mods. The oh, Tango's doing voice acting? What's this? I totally lost my train of thought, but thank you to everyone who I always thank at the end of these streams, right? You're all appreciated. I'll be seeing you again soon. I will send you over to Ren today, because he's on the Hermitcraft server, right? But I think I might go jump in and see what Tango's doing, some sort of voice acting. Anyway, that's it. Take care, everyone.